records are also let's go to Mike in Detroit here. Nice to check it out, Mike. Hey, how you doing, man? What's up? Yeah. One comment. I got a couple comments. Well, first off, it's about how all these anchors and commentators talking about the Lions defense, and that's why they so afraid that the Lions going to lose because of their defense. But the Bills just gave up 44 points. So when you talk about the Bills defense, the Lions have given up more than what, 31 points per month? Well, Mike, they are in Buffalo. I can assure you that. There are defensive concerns. There are injury concerns. There are run defense concerns. There are pass defense concerns. There are in Buffalo. I'm sorry, you said they are talking about the Bills' defense in Buffalo. You might not hear it, but it is a concern in Buffalo. Well, I'm saying from what I've been watching, what I've been seeing,
Man, these roads are slippery. This is what happens on Michigan roads. People just drive over the snow and it makes just an ice rink. Oh, look, a Harris sign. Loser! Yeah, I'm in a combine, brother. I'm in a 9400. My little toes are cold. It's like 10 degrees out here. That's a nice barn. Yeah, I'm driving it back to my farm right now. And then we're replacing all these lines here. You see there's little pulleys on it? They're flying guys with helicopters around in this cold and landing them up on them things. Can't imagine. Man, these roads are just ice. What's up, Flying Goose? Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I'm going back to the house. We just finished 70 acres of organic soybeans. Thanks, Flying Goose. I don't know if I've told you this, but my dog's name is Goose, named after my Marine buddy who died in Afghanistan. That's why his name is Goosey. But we're driving this back to our farm, and we're going to put the row crop head on. It looks like a combine head, and we have a 70 acres field that we haven't done yet. We have a 70-acre field we haven't done yet because it has like 5-foot tall weeds on it. And we've ran out of stuff to do combine wise, and this is organic crops. It's worth a bunch of money. You get a semi-load of organic crops will pay for this combine. So we might as well go out and cut some 5-foot tall weeds and see if we can just get a little bit. Might as well give her a shot. Every paycheck for a farmer matters. It's like 13 degrees out, so maybe the weeds will be a little more brittle and break. The row crop head we got from an older guy in Indiana, and he fully remade it. It's like a 653A or something, I can't remember. And it has spinning blades on it that look like a star, and it seems to cut the large weeds better, and then if there's any beans underneath, it sucks it in real nice. So I mean, if we go out here and spend $200 on diesel and just give her a shot, we might get, you know, $20,000 in soybeans. I don't know about you, that math adds up to me. Yeah, it's kind of like a chopper, but there's 6 of them. And then they have like rubber. They have like rubber shaped like this that grab the material and send it through. If any of you guys want to look on my YouTube, I have videos of me combining 6-foot tall weeds with it. Can I pick them goats? Can I pick them goats? This is Jennings Road here. Jennings and Farrell. If you go this way, it'll take you to the outskirts of Ann Arbor. This field just got cut a couple weeks ago. Thanks, Brumley Farm. Appreciate the support, brother. Where are you guys located at? Yeah, it's been pretty fun building this YouTube channel. About a year and a half ago, I didn't know how to add a video, and now I just hit like 33,000 subscribers or something like that. It's actually a pretty awesome hobby to wake up, see what you got going on, and it's actually a really good way of saving money. I got a separate account it goes to, and it just keeps building every day, which is pretty amazing for me. The most effective way for me to ever save money I've had. Ohio? Forget that. I'm just kidding. This is where this combine came from, Findlay, Ohio. Go blue. Them Suckeyes lost again. How about that? I was in Louisiana and watched that game. The Ohio State-Michigan game. Then I shut the TV off, laughing like crazy about that, and I went to my first LSU game at Death Valley. Pretty badass. Juju Farm, South Carolina. I wish, man. I went to boot camp in Paris Island out there. Yeah, Ryan Day's a bum. That dude needs to stop dyeing his beard. I think it's getting into his brain. Michigan is a terrible team this year. I almost didn't even watch half the games. I think Michigan's quarterback threw for 68 yards against Ohio State, and we beat you. 2 interceptions, 2 picks in the red zone. We should have lost by 40. And then we were all about, oh, we're too cool spending money. We spent like $1 million on our players last year. The Suckeyes spent like $20 million. Went out and got Chip Kelly and all those guys, and they put 10 points on us. Pretty amazing. I couldn't believe watching that game. I told my sister, I said, she wanted me to go to her house at 2 p.m. to go to the LSU game. I said, well, it'll probably be a blowout by halftime and I'll leave. Little did I know it was one of the best games I've watched. Close. I about sweat bullets coming out of that game, man. That stressed me out. I was born into a farming family. I'm a 4th generation farmer. My last name's George, so it's George Farms. We started in 1936. My grandpa died about 10 years ago and we had to sell everything. And my dad almost got out of farming. And maybe about 3 years ago it worked out where me and him started hammering again. And we went from a couple hundred acres to a lot of acreage. I used my marketing on Facebook and I used a billboard sign for advertisement. And we've really expanded. I think we have 8 tractors now. We're buying a Versatile 500 from my uncle in February, and it was my grandpa's that owned it. So we have almost all of my grandpa's old tractors back. I'm not hauling nothing. It's an empty combine. You have to take off the head and drive down the road because it's 20 feet long. And this is hydrostatic. So if you have hydrostatic, you don't want to put a bunch of weight on it. So, you know, leaving 15,000 pounds of beans on here would be really bad for the hydrostatic. And if you were going up a hill, a slippery hill, you might not even be able to make it up there in 3rd gear with it loaded down. So you try to get all the stress off this thing while you're driving it, not to blow out the hydrostatic. Someone's asking me where I'm from. This is Whitmore Lake, Michigan. I just drove from Ann Arbor, where Michigan plays. I appreciate you guys that say you like my channel. I appreciate all the support. I started off about 1.5 years ago. Just decided to do it one day. And it's really building now. It's amazing. I go to John Deere around here and everybody watches my channel and already knows what's wrong with the equipment. It's a pretty big mind blow. I go to farming events around here and people come up and recognize me. It's pretty wild. This isn't a truck, this is a combine. This is a 9400 combine. Yeah, it's pretty wild driving these things. See, it's really wide. So, you know, like right here, I'm barely keeping it in the lanes. So you have to watch for everybody else. The beginning of this year and last year, I had a combine from 1982. And all we had was a 15-foot grain head on it, so we drive it down the road. And I mean, it was crazy. People almost run right into the side of it. This is my road to the farm's on, Jennings Road. It's a pretty nice road. It stays a little rough for any of you guys that are up north that have a lot of dirt roads. It's almost like they try keeping it rough. They'll scrape it. You scrape it, and then it'll rain the next day and be blown all out. Yeah, it's a 9400 John Deere from like 1990, 1991. Have I ever been to a farm science review in Ohio? I try to stay my ass out of Ohio as much as possible. That's a depressing ass place. The only thing good about Ohio is driving through to get to the south. I just drove all the way through Ohio like a week ago. I was in Louisiana visiting family. Yeah, people in Michigan don't like people from Ohio, really. For some reason, I like buying all their equipment, though. Half our farm's from Ohio. It kind of works out good because there's a lot of farmers out there, and we use Facebook Marketplace, and we can get to Ohio in an hour and get it back quickly. Are we having an okay harvest? We did pretty damn good on the sprayable beans. A lot better than last year. Our organics, our soybean organics are really hard to grow. They get weeded out really easy. And it was raining a lot. So if you don't get in the field in a couple of weeks and cultivate, it's really hard. We're farming like it's 1970 again. This is our second year doing organics, and it's a pretty big pain in the ass. Last year our organic corn did a lot better because we get in there and cultivate well. So we're just trying to get by, you know. Organics are really hard to do, but there's a good profit margin, and there's good insurance on it. So even if it's a failed crop, you can get paid out pretty good. Yeah, there's some of the best fishing and hunting in the world in Michigan. I got a brother-in-law that's trying to come up here to hunt, bring his clients to hunt, because there's like some of the biggest whitetail deer in the world around here. And then there's lakes every 5 miles around here with amazing fishing. These roads are just ice. What happens is it snows and people drive on it all day, and then it just becomes an ice rink for the next 2 weeks. You're asking what part of Michigan I'm from. This is Whitmore Lake. This is about 15 minutes from Ann Arbor, where Michigan plays. Yeah, Indiana did pretty good this year. They whooped our ass. Yeah, Michigan had a terrible year. At least we got Bryce Underwood now. So the week after we got Bryce Underwood from LSU, I went to an LSU game. I was just talking crap to everybody about it. They were all sad about it. It looks like Michigan and Ohio State are about to be on the same playing field with spending money, so should be an interesting next couple of years. Purdue grad. Why the hell would you go to Purdue? Boilermakers. What a gay name. I think Michigan has beat Purdue 95% of the times we played or something. It's some crazy stat like that. That's like Illinois. I think Michigan beat Illinois for like 24 years in a row. Well, almost to the farm now. Better go slow around this corner here. This property right here had 10 Harris Waltz signs on their yard. What happened to all of them? Where they at, bro? That's crazy. This whole road here, believe it or not, out here by our farm was just all Harris Waltz. That's funny to see. We put a Trump sign up in front of our farm, got stolen in like 3 hours. These people here had a Harris Waltz sign, and somebody kept running it over. Every time you go by there, somebody run it over again. Man, my feet are freezing. It's like 20 degrees in this cab. It takes a long time to get this metal warmed up, and it's 10 degrees out. Surprisingly, this thing started right up. I thought we were gonna have to ether it, or I don't know what. If this thing was 5 years older, I don't know if it would have started. Well, what's this guy gonna do? I mean, you can't just pull over to the side and get on the way. You're just gonna sit in the middle of the road like a jackwag. Oh no, you're gonna drive straight at me. That's good. What are you doing? Why don't you pull over, asshole? What are you, retarded? Yeah, it's my fault, you dumb bitch. Go fuck yourself, bitch. Get out and beat your old ass up. He could have just pulled over here, let me go by, and he wants me to run right in the front of my combine. What a jackwhack. That'd have been a good live stream, beating some old man's ass. That's what I mean. It's like, what do you want me to do? Reverse my tractor down the road, you dumbass? I think it's funny when a 70-year-old man talks shit to you. It's like, well, what are you gonna do, asshole? Get out and fall down somewhere. It's like my tractor's combine's literally the size of the road. And what do you want? What are you gonna do? Play chicken with me, asshole? Well, here's the farm here. This is a nice location because this is all park here. Well, that went smooth. Now I gotta hook up to the different head. Hopefully there's not too much snow on the ground. It's a pain in the ass trying to combine with a bunch of snow because it goes all through the system and starts clogging everything out. Here's the head we're going to put on. It looks like a corn head. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. Have a good day, and I'll post videos and maybe go live combining.